Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And before you start prepping your food and traveling and gathering with family, I want to ask you a quick and simple question. It may be a little uncomfortable, but I promise you this. I think you'll appreciate it on the back end. So, ready? Here we go. Who are you thankful for that you never actually tell? Not the people you brag about, not the people you think about, not the people who you quote and reference in your stories. I mean, the people whose fingerprints are still on your life today, but haven't heard your voice in a very long time. Today's episode is going to be short, personal, and direct because this one really matters to me. For those of you who are new here, I'm Alex D. Tremble, executive coach, speaker, CEO of GPS Leadership Solutions, and host of the Executive Pill podcast. I've coached Fortune 50 executives, federal leaders, founders, and CEOs of high growth organizations, and I can tell you this without hesitation. The higher you rise, the easier it becomes to forget to say thank you to the people who helped get you there. See, it's not because you don't feel grateful, but instead it's because life gets loud. Responsibilities pile up, and gratitude quietly slips into mental storage instead of being spoken out. And sometimes, we don't realize we've waited in too long until we truly waited too long. I want to share something I've never fully shared on the podcast. When I was 23, 24 years old, I had my first real mentor. He was an executive coach, high performing leader, known across the world. Someone who saw potential in me before my resume had earned it. I mean, he poured into me, he challenged me, he guided me, he believed in me. And then life got busy. Programs, travel, work, projects, my ambition. He would reach out and I would respond sometimes, but not nearly enough. Eventually, I told myself I'll reach back out when things slow down, when things are settled, when timing is better, when life stops being so chaotic. But when I finally reached out, it was his wife who reached back. And she told me that he had passed away. I can't tell you how much and how hard that moment hit me. I wasn't just sad because the world had lost an incredible leader, father, friend, mentor, husband. I was also heartbroken because of all the things I didn't say. I didn't share how much he meant to me, how how pivotal he was in my journey, how many times I told other people about him, how his lessons still shape my work today. All those words I told the world, but never told him. That is weight I will carry for the rest of my life. Not not in a painful way, but as a reminder not to wait, a reminder not to assume, a reminder to say the things while people are still here to hear them. There's a saying you hear sometimes: don't wait until someone's gone to give them their roses. Give people their roses while they're here, while they're alive, while they can smile and feel and appreciate what you meant to say. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, but today, right now, is your chance. You know, I always say leadership is not just professional, it's deeply personal. So here's what I want you to do today. Think of one person who changed your life: a mentor, a boss, a colleague, a friend, a parent, a partner, a teacher, someone who shaped who you became. Think of one person you consistently talk about, but rarely talk to. Now, send a message, a text, an email, a voice note. 2 sentences are enough. I was thinking about you today, and I want you to know how thankful I am for the role you played in my life. That's it. 2 minutes, huge impact. And don't forget the people who you do tell. Tell them again. I learned a saying years ago: how do you know when someone needs appreciation? They're breathing. Everyone needs it. Everyone benefits from it. Everyone deserves it. And you, leaders, you have more influence than you realize. One message from you can change someone's entire week or their entire life. Here's a Thanksgiving quote for this episode: gratitude unexpressed is gratitude unseen. So say it while they're here. Don't let your words stay locked inside your thoughts. Everyone here knows I always am with a start, stop, continue. So here, what I'm asking you to do, I'm asking you to start telling people directly how they've influenced your life. I want you to stop assuming they already know. And I want you to continue building relationships intentionally. Because the strongest leaders are always the most grateful. So, this mentor, this friend, this coach who I was talking about this episode, his name is Dirk Baxter. I, to this day, remember how him and I connected. I was a young graduate student. I was in New Orleans for the annual IO Psychology Conference, PSYOP, and in some way, I had been able to talk my way into this super fancy gala that Coca-Cola was hosting. And so I'm the only one, this young kid in this room just walking around trying to see where I fit in. And this guy looked at me and he was like, "Hey, come over here." He invited me to his table. We talked, we laughed, we shared stories. And that began a 7-year relationship with him just consistently pouring into me. I still remember he was at my side as I developed my first executive leadership development program. He was mentoring me as I mentored other executives. He was such a kind and caring individual that I wish I had the opportunity to spend more time with. So all of you who know Dirk, I know you all know how much that man meant to so many people. And for his wife, if you're listening, thank you so much for reaching out and sharing what happened and allowing me the space and opportunity to share some of the words I wish I could have shared with him to the world. And for all of you who don't know Dirk, just trust me. He was an amazing guy who you would have loved to have a connection with. Thank you so much for spending part of your Thanksgiving week with me. Reach out to the people who matter. Say the words while they can hear them. And as always, I encourage you, stay strong, stay positive, and definitely stay moving. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for listening to The Executive Appeal with Alex Tremble. I invite you to follow The Executive Appeal wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow me, your host, Alex Tremble, across all socials or via email for exclusive webinars, courses, and in speaking engagements on continued topics of executive leadership. So until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and definitely stay moving.